Good afternoon. It is April 9th, 2021, and it started out as a range day and turned into an upward trend day to hit that target that Mack's been talking about of I think he had his target at like 41.14, and look at that, we made it to probably 41.21 or so. Oh wow, and that was the closing price I'm seeing. And then we had a little bit of a sell-off, nothing major though. I didn't measure any of these legs. I measured this one from the here, yeah, and then here, and we actually overshot that just a little bit. Um, but I'll have to measure these moves up here. So, yeah, prices were trending down in the overnight. Um, oh, by the way, I'm gonna have to go through these quick because I'm moving and it's just really busy right now. Uh, all right, so we had this downward trend in the overnight. And then, so I would probably look at this one. I would probably look at this one. I don't know if this, yeah, this is after 5 o'clock. I woke up at like 6:15. My son was up with me this morning, so I would probably take this. This actually looks like a repeat pattern of what something we saw yesterday. But what it looks like to me is just a lower high from the trend channel. Um, I marked up this congestion. So you might be a little nervous about that. However, we did make these lows, so maybe you would think, hey, we're probably going into these lows. Let me go ahead and mark this. I'll mark it aggressive. I didn't look at that anything before like 6:15 because I was just not in. But yeah, this is some congestion. You see, we made this high, couldn't get past it a second time, got a little bit past it this third time. So that's when you want to mark that up. And this area, so if you watch the trade example that I posted on YouTube, I actually had the bottom of my range down here off these lows, and that was simply because I saw this congestive area here. Um, this is another aggressive trade that I forgot to mark. Definitely aggressive because of congestion. But anyway, but then Mac posted a trade actually, and he had his range drawn here, and I think I probably should have had it drawn there too because I had this congestion drawn, and that's clearly the lows of this congestive area are clearly just they're just the same as this. So I think I should have noticed that, but I'm glad he posted that and I watched that video. But anyway, we get this big move. If you took this, that was probably the trade of the day, and you get a big move down to here. It bounces, and then we get a spike in channel. Um, and we'll see. That's just the overnight highs. This blue line is just the overnight highs, guys. Sorry, I'm a little all over the place. I'm just trying to get through this because I gotta move. My wife's out. Once she gets back, we probably gotta get moving and grooving. So we get this spike in channel. You get a higher low. So if you're being aggressive, you might take that. But that I was just too nervous because these dojis. Um, but yeah, if you're being aggressive, you might take that. You get this channel. You get an overshoot that leads to a break of that channel. And you do get like two legs up, one, two. However, that's a channel in itself. We'll see if I went past that, right? Yeah. But maybe this is the bottom of that. No, I don't want that. I don't want an arrow. I want this. So let's see. Is that's a little too short, but that's okay. Um, so yeah, prices just go back up to that level. This range high. Um, But anyway, it formed this channel, and you could see this was a strong uptrend. You could just, I don't know, you could just, in case people who are watching my channel haven't heard Max say this, but when you get these small corrections and prices, the bars just keep going up, and you're getting little dojis like this and these, but it keeps going up. That's a strong trend. That strong trend did eventually end at the range highs, but so anyway, you do get a failed second entry short, first entry, second entry, boom, to go long above there. Um, and yeah, that confirms our trend line too. So that's a really good trade. It's also off the EMA. That's a really good trade right there. We get this price try and go higher once, twice, third time. No setup to go short on though, unfortunately, because that's a good move. You know what? I didn't see this. I did not see this. That is a, oh, that's a failed third entry, but I really like that because it's just like a lower high off the EMA. And you can see it tried to go higher once, twice, three times, and a fourth time. I like that. At least for going to the bottom of the range. And that's what you get. Problem is, I don't know what to call that. And you know what? I'm just going to mark that as aggressive. But Mac had this channel marked as well. And I was looking at this channel. But the thing is, this at this point, I had the bottom of my range drawn like all the way down here. So I was playing this channel, and when it bounced here, I thought nothing of it. And then it came up here, tried to go higher once, twice, and a third time, and I took an aggressive trade on the simulator and went short beneath that, thinking, oh well, we're just going to go to the bottom of the channel, and I got a scalp out of it. But then it bounced. Mac took this trade. He went long here. So let me mark that because if you did have your range properly marked, that is just a higher low, and it's right off the bottom of the range. So, um, so I am going to mark this as aggressive though, because it does look like that's going into this resistance. But then we get this move up, and then we get a pullback, and it hits that same low, and you get an engulfing bar. It's a failed second entry short after the break of this channel and attempts at a new low. So I really like that. I don't know if that's really aggressive. That's not that aggressive. Actually, if you knew that that was the range low, that's not aggressive. Uh, so anyway, come up, we get a first entry, second entry, long off the EMA and the trend line, and then prices break out above the range, and you get a second entry here. I think it would have failed, but I wouldn't have taken it anyway, simply because I'm playing the range, and I don't know what's going on yet. But it does turn out to be okay. And we make a higher high right here, but people probably thought we're going back into the range, so they trap all these shorts, and you get this big bearish bar. But then it's like it tries to go lower once, twice, three times, and it's a second entry long. And I think at that point I would have been comfortable uh, taking a chance on this, and it does turn out to be a good move. And then we just get this congestion. I wouldn't be doing anything here. And then went crazy after market close, or actually lead up to 1 o'clock market close. So that's what I saw today. Um, I would suggest checking out my trade and Max trade. Here, let's measure these. Measure these moves. That looks about right. Okay, didn't quite make that measured move. Ah, that looks like a measured move right there, though. See that? And then we bring it down here. That's a perfect measured move right there. So did have a measured move. And let's see how that stacks up for this. Yeah, that looks like a measured move too. So we had like, three. Three equal legs. One, two, three. So market geometry at work right there. I hope everyone has a great weekend.